It's strange because people don't know that I'm very tall. I sit down for a living. I sit behind a desk. I actually, the chair has been lowered so that I'm less threatening to the guests. Mm-hmm. And that bothers me because I think on TV I come across as a very small person, pasty white, kind of insignificant.
That comes through.
Yeah, but people don't know that in real life I'm pretty virile. I mean...
And overbearing.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you see it. I have a disproportionate body. I have the legs of someone who's about 7 feet 2 inches tall. Mm-hmm. And I have the torso of an 8-year-old boy. So that's always been kind of a problem.
Yeah.
When I take my clothes off, a lot of times women, they just spend a long time looking at me and saying, "Are you okay? Is there someone we should call?" I say, "No, this is how I look. This is just, I just have really long legs." And after a while, they call me a cab.
And are you close to your family now?
Well, I speak to them, mm-hmm. mostly through lawyers, which I prefer because then everything's on paper. Do you see what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's just a system that works, and I can access those files.
And as adults now, do you get along?
Well, we have a hard time being honest about how we feel with each other, so we use a lot of sarcasm in my family.
Right.
Maybe sometimes, I'll say to my sister on her birthday or something, "Hey, happy birthday. I really love you," which seems to work pretty fine. Mm-hmm. I'm under a lot of pressure. I don't, and if I seem tense, I want to apologize.
Well, how do you relax? How do you unwind?
It's hard because, there are limitations. There are a lot of things I can't do. Mm-hmm. For example, I can't go to the beach because I'm so pale. I'm genetically engineered to live in a bog in Northern Ireland. Mm-hmm. So it's just such a big production to go to the beach. I have to wear a shirt and long pants and actually shoes. I have to wear big black shoes when I go in the water. I have to put on a really powerful sunblock. I have to wear this big floppy hat that makes me look like Rose Kennedy.
Hey, it worked for her.
It's hard, I'm not one of those guys that can just take off my shirt and, mm-hmm. and run down the shore like David Hasselhoff because, I'm very skinny and very white. And when I run, it looks like I'm fleeing some kind of incarceration. I look like someone who was locked up in some kind of a cell, and I broke out, and I'm escaping down the beach. I just feel, I'm not someone who likes to be naked. It's just like, it's the way I grew up.
Well, you've inherited your parents' shame, which they inherit from their parents, and which you will hopefully pass on to your children someday.
I'd like to leave them something.
But the human body, Conan, is really a very beautiful thing. All people are beautiful in their own way.
See, I don't agree that come on, not every human body is beautiful. Go to the beach someday and look around.
Well, that's different, because the lighting there is superb.
Oh,
you see all the flaws. I'm talking about in a dark nightclub. Let me ask you this. Do you have any recurring dreams, Conan?
I dream about the show a lot.
Right.
I go out in front of the audience, and the entire audience is comprised of my parents. Mm-hmm. And they're saying, "Boo, boo, you're not good enough. We don't love you enough."
Well, if it's always the same dream and it's always your parents...
There are about 20 duplicate sets of my parents, which means there are empty seats. Mm-hmm. Those are filled with various dictators from history. There's Gaddafi's in there and Idi Amin. Mm-hmm. Hitler has like 6 seats. He brought friends.
And is Idi Amin sitting behind your parents?
He's sitting behind and to the right. And he keeps leaning over and whispering something in my dad's ear, and my dad will laugh and say, "Now that's funny." I have this dream a lot.
You want the approval of your parents.
Do you think that's it? Do you think that's what it means?
No, I'm not talking about the dream. I'm talking about what you said to me last week.
Oh.
When you said you want the approval of your parents.